All right, we are back here at WPKY 103.3, The Tiger, with another interview with one of our residents that is running for City Council, Miss Alyson VanHooser.
Good morning. Thank
Hi,
you.
Alyson. Thank you for coming in and accepting our invitation for the people of Princeton to put a name with a face and to get to know you a little bit. So, first thing off, just introduce yourself and tell the voters who you are.
All right. You already said Alyson VanHooser. I grew up in Caldwell County and graduated from Caldwell High School in 2007. And then I went on to Murray State University and graduated with a bachelor's in business management marketing in 2010. I got married 2 weeks after I graduated to Joe VanHooser. He and I have dated since I was 15. So we now have two great kids. We've got Willow and Lincoln. Willow's 4 and Lincoln is 2. And I always tell everybody, they say, how are the kids? And I just say they're wild and free. They're happy. So what more could I ask for? Right now I work at Farmers Bank in the marketing department. I do have experience in business management and managing budgets and customer service and communication and public speaking, those different avenues. And, you know, how did I get here today? Running for city council over the past few years. I have been involved in organizations like Vision 2050 and Vision West Kentucky, which are just pushing us as young adults to get involved in the community and to have our voice heard. And through the past couple years, we've done that. A lot of me and my peers have done that. And the more I've gotten involved, the more I've seen how much government does play a vital role in the success of a community. And I feel like it's my time to do my part. So here I am asking for your vote.
Well, good. So then, you kind of answered this one a little bit, but the next question is, why do you want to be elected to the City Council Board? Why should voters vote for somebody new?
I have a heart for this community, and that is something that has grown over the past few years. And, you know, my position at the bank in marketing and public relations sort of started that for me. It pushed me to get involved in the schools and different civic organizations. And through that, like I said, my heart just kind of grew to have a passion for seeing our community come together and to grow. And I'm definitely someone who dreams big. So, you know, we're a small community, but I really feel that, you know, if we can all get on the same page and all start working towards the same things, get a plan in place, then you know, we can be the small community that other small communities are looking at as a high standard to work towards. And I'm 27, and sometimes I'm told I might need a little bit more experience, but I believe you set your mind to something and you do it. And I think I kind of talked about that last week at the forum. You know, I come from a background that's not privileged, but you know, everything I wanted to do, I wanted to graduate high school, I wanted to graduate college, I wanted to marry Joe, you know, all of these things, you know, I've done because I believe when you set your mind to something, you go after it, you start working everything towards that goal, and you do it. So as far as city council, you know, the role, when you break it down to what exactly a city council is supposed to do, talks about ordinances and taxes and those kinds of things. And, you know, I believe in doing those sorts of things, you have to keep the big goal in mind when you're making those small decisions so that it allows the big picture to all come together. But I had lunch with a mentor 6 or 8 months ago, and they weren't in government, but they, over the past 5 years, have gotten in government, and their position was sort of the same. You know, their day-to-day duties were things that they allowed them to do things or to put things in place that helped the big picture come together. But they said, more importantly, whenever you take a role on, especially in government, you do your job and you do it well, but you use that platform to do bigger and better things. So if given the council platform, you know, I've said that, you know, I will work hard and I will do my homework in order to make decisions that go along with the big plan. But more than that, you know, I want unity in this community. I'm involved in the chamber. I was in Rotary for a little bit. Vision West Kentucky, all of those things. I believe that if we all can get together, get in a room, take our personal agendas out of it, and look at what's going to make our community successful, what's going to make us grow, what's going to make us unique, and then each of us work towards that one thing at that time, we can move mountains. That's what I believe.
That's a great thing to believe. Last question is, what is your vision for Princeton's future?
I feel like I've kind of touched on that, but my vision for Princeton's future is, I said I'm a dreamer, and I want Joe and I to, and I just can't be anything but real, I want Joe and I to be older, looking back on this community that we've invested in, and see one where, young families, we just have an influx of young families because there's things for little bitty kids to do here. There's things for school-age kids. There's things for college kids. There's things for parents of all ages to do here, to have fun here. And also one that pulls kind of from the tourism thing, too, that we have events that are bringing people in from other communities often to just experience the things that make us unique. I just think we can do something incredible here. We need to have people who are dreamers, and we need to have people who are hard workers and who are selfless and who are just working towards something bigger than themselves. And I think that we say Vision 2050 because I'll be retirement age, close to it. By 2050, I do want to look back and see this place just thriving and booming, and I think a lot of people feel that way. I said Tuesday night at that forum that there's a movement going on here, and I believe it. I feel like there's so many people who, want Princeton to be more than it is. And I said if Princeton wasn't great, then Joe and I wouldn't have moved here, and we wouldn't have. Princeton is great. So when I have all these big dreams and everything, I'm not discounting anything that anyone has done in the past, but I think it's each generation's duty to push stuff forward. I said if we stay as we were, then we'll die. So my vision for Princeton is just to grow and to be better and to set the standard high for other small communities to grow and do the same thing.
Nice. Is there anything else that you would like to tell the voters out there? Anything else you want to add?
I just want to ask for your vote. I am the youngest person running for council, and I hope to be a voice for that growth and that vision and for young families. So I would ask that you put your trust and faith in me in a couple weeks, November 8th, number 2 on the ballot. Vote VanHooser. Thank you.
All right, Alyson, thank you very much. Good job.
Thank you.